to Resistance Chicks. I'm Michelle. This is my sister Leah. We are coming to you April 23rd, 2017. It is a Sunday, St. George's Day. In UK, we were told that.
Yes, happy St. George's Day.
Happy St. George's Day.
We want to bring you the story.
The story.
Now, in case something happens tomorrow,
we said it first. Okay,
and if something doesn't happen tomorrow,
yay!
Great. Okay, so if you didn't hear about, there were these rolling blackouts that happen to be in major cities: San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles. Crazy things going on. We're going to cover that. But what I'm going to cover first is it might be related to Operation Gotham Shield.
Oh my gosh, I love that man so much. Gotham.
Okay, yeah, that won't Manhattan. Okay, here we go.
Well,
so tomorrow and through Tuesday, there is this thing going on. It's called Operation Gotham Shield, where just like during the day of 9/11, all emergency services are going to be practicing for an event such as a nuclear bomb. And from what I understand, they are actually going to explode a nuclear bomb up in the atmosphere,
which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't really get it. It's supposed to simulate a nuclear blast over Manhattan. But I think they're gonna blow up a big bomb. Okay, so
because that's always a good idea.
A general alert is out for something major in the near immediate future. Hopefully it's just another false alarm instead of another false flag. Either way, danger is at hand. Given all that is going on in the world, it is downright eerie to discover that the federal government is once again staging mock disasters that draw disturbing parallels to current world events. And just tomorrow and then through Tuesday, there's going to be this crazy all-out, FEMA thing. You got the FEMA, Homeland Security, all kinds of law enforcement, military agencies, weapons of mass destruction, chemical and biological units will all be on hand as a response is tested for a simulated nuclear detonation over the United States, foremost urban center in Manhattan. The potential for a more explosive false flag to spin out of control by hijacking and converting the simulated actions is all too real. This is closely related to the mechanism that many researchers believe was at work on the day of 9/11, nesting a false flag attack inside of a series of large-scale training operations which invoked emergency powers and simulated attacks in locations that were actually hit.
So why aren't we hearing about this in the mainstream media?
Because it doesn't work well if everybody knows it's going to happen.
Right.
Okay? So, and same thing, some people are saying that the power outages could have been from a giant solar flare. And that's actually true. Okay. Mom was talking about our mom, Patriot Galley, actually watches solar weather. And there was a giant solar burst, and you can see that the levels go up, and that could cause, which is actually cause for concern, that it could blow out, a solar weather could actually blow out things like that. And I actually will bring this up here. Yesterday's broad power outage likely caused by a geomagnetic storm. Yesterday, a massive U.S. power grid failure was seen across the entire United States in one simultaneous fashion. San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles were the three main areas that were hit the hardest. You had subway shut down, people left in the dark. You had lights going out, traffic lights, people stuck on the highway, things like this.
For people that are really reliant upon technology, this is their worst nightmare.
Dude, getting stuck in an elevator.
Yeah, okay, no, that is
there was emergency calls for like 30 people stuck in elevators. Not cool.
That's terrifying.
Cool. Okay, I just I'd be so afraid of being stuck there for like days. Each of the areas experienced challenges or shutdowns in business commerce. Also, basic infrastructure such as communications networks, mass transportation, the supply chains experienced challenges. But then, so here's the biggest outages. You've got San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle, and I just want to know why in the densely populated urban areas, why don't you see this same thing happening? So I really think that it is connected to Gotham Shield. Zero's Hedge says that it possibly could have been because of this. If you look at the chart behind you, these are the storm level geomagnetic activity around the Earth and on.
This is April 20th. April 21st, April 22nd.
So it went up to the higher levels during that. I am not a geomagnetic scholar of any sorts, but I can look at a chart and read colors. I can see these colors. These colors are green, and that's 0 to 3, and 7 to 9 is like purple, and that's bad. So that's like a lot, and so that's over to the right. I can read the colors. Yay, we can read the color. I can't read this. I don't understand this one, but that's what they're saying happened. So
we will link this to those of you that are smarter than
but
Leah.
you know what? In order to, somebody's been, sorry, I'm talking too fast, and I know some of you say slow down. InfoWars has actually done way more research into the false flags of 9/11 and all that stuff. So we're gonna bring you their take on the Gotham.
Leah and I, we take everything through our own filter, and through our filter, we really appreciate InfoWars and we appreciate Alex Jones. If you guys don't, that's okay. But we do, and that's just a fact. You don't have to try to convince us otherwise, because it's not going to work, because we do have our own filters and we can hear the words ourselves. You guys do too. You can make up your own decisions, but this is what we're bringing you because we trust this source.
Yeah, I mean, these are all facts here in the video news.
They continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan.
Power outages in San Francisco, New York, Frankfurt, Kentucky, and Los Angeles. Coincidence, or were they part of the drill known as Operation Gotham Shield that will finally commence between April 24th and April 26th? Basically, a simulation drill, and not the actual detonation of nuclear weapons, will be underway. SHTF plan writes, during this exercise, 4 nuclear devices, 2 of which are rendered safe during the U.S. Department of Defense Vital Archer exercise, and 1 successful 10-kiloton detonation in the New York City, New Jersey area, along with 1 smaller detonation on the U.S.-Canadian border, are to take place. Among the organizations involved are the U.S. Department of Energy, the U.S. Department of Defense, U.S. Domestic Nuclear Detection Office, the FBI, FEMA, Northcom, State of New Jersey Office of Emergency Management, the State of New York Office of Emergency Management, and the City of New York Office of Emergency Management. Of course, when an undertaking of this magnitude occurs, caution dictates that we are again reminded of the outcome of previous government agency drills held days before and sometimes the day of that mirror actual world-changing tragedies.
Nobody in our government, at least, and I don't think the prior government could envision flying airplanes into buildings on such a massive scale.
But that turns out not to be true. U.S. military planners did envision and practice those very scenarios. As reported by USA Today, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, conducted exercises with fighter jets, simulating hijacked planes flown into the World Trade Center in the 2 years before the attack.
You are actually working today on an exercise that envisioned virtually this scenario.
Almost precisely. I was up until 2 o'clock this morning because it's our job. My own company, Advisor Consultants, we specialize in helping people to get their crisis management response.
Witness number 1 approached an ATF agent nearby. He claims he asked the agent what had happened, and witness number 1 says this is what the agent told him.
He started getting a little bit nervous. He tried reaching somebody on a 2-way radio. I couldn't get anybody, and I told him I wanted an answer right then. He said they were in debriefing. Now, the agents had been there. They had been tipped by their pagers not to come into work that day. Plain as day out of his mouth.
Oklahoma City paramedic Tiffany Bible, who heroically responded just minutes after the blast on April 19, 1995, swore in an affidavit that when she arrived, the BATF was in full mop gear, bomb gear that takes at least 30 minutes to put on. When she asked them, oh my goodness, were you guys hurt inside the blast? They said, no, we got tipped off by our pagers not to come in today.
It's true. Drills are held all of the time. However, adding to the concern is the occultic nature of Operation Gotham Shield. The term Gotham, an old Anglo-Saxon word meaning goat's town, and a nickname for New York City coined by legendary American writer Washington Irving, and later becoming the realm of Batman, has significant Freemasonic influence, linking it to the 33rd degree worship of Baphomet.
All are worthy. Now you can say that again.
That is Bruce Wayne's grandfather, Mrs. Cooper.
His great-grandfather.
I understand he was tapped for Skull and Bones.
Tapped for it? Sir, he founded Skull and Bones.
This ceremony at Ground Zero, preceding the unwelcome construction of the memorial that would be blatantly named the Oculus, could very well be a clear Masonic reference to Aleister Crowley's thelemic third eon known as the Age of Horus.
And we have
According
brought
to
you a lot of Crowley
Horus
stuff.
is gradually growing from the idealism of
We haven't actually brought you as much Crowley stuff as we
could
probably
or
should.
should.
Like, I don't know how much you'd be interested in. We have heavily studied out.
When we bring the satanic stuff, people kind of go,
What? You really?
Dude,
Dude, just Google Aleister Crowley and read his own books. It's insane.
read his books, yes.
And then go bleach your brain.
20th century chaos, i.e. communism, fascism, etc., into an age of human enlightenment. Yet, who has adopted this concept of the coming of the Antichrist as their own? None other than the puppet masters of the elite shadow government and their new world order.
In my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in.
The truth.
You got to catapult the propaganda.
John Bound, for info.
Well said.
Well said,
Bushy boy.
George Bushy. All right, so we can wrap this up. Take it out or leave it. If you're in Manhattan, like our dear friend is in Manhattan, could you just like leave for the day or a couple days?
Yeah.
Come see us.
Yeah. All right, you guys, this is Lee Michelle signing off, where it's not just a conspiracy
if they were
theory.
doing this in Cincinnati,
If it's the truth.
I'd be freaking out. I gotta tell you, I'd be freaking out. I would be freaking out. People in Manhattan and New York, they know that they are on the cusp of something happening.
I would not
They
live there.
know it. So
I
it's
would
like
not
been
live
in-
there.
It's ingrained in their bodies. It's they already they deal with that. If that was in my city,
Yeah.
that would not be fun. That would not be cool.
No, I'll be moving, man.
I don't know. If people live in New York, they are a special kind of people.
They got a lot of chutzpah.
We're gonna do some training. Last time we did some training on 9/11. We had a bunch of people killed.
We simulated planes flying into the World Trade Center before they actually flew into the...
See how we would deal with that. So, yeah.
Obviously, they didn't simulate it enough to get a good response, but...
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, you guys. We're signing off. Resistance Chicks, I already said that.
It's not a conspiracy theory. If it's true,
We will see. We will bring it. We'll come to you again tomorrow, obviously. We will know. You'll know.
Just keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes in the skies. Don't forget to comment on this, because we want to hear what you guys have to say about this for sure. Share the heck out of these things, ring the bell for notifications so you want to see more videos just like this, and find us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We love you, God loves you, God
I
bless.
was having a hard time figuring out what kind of bomb they were going to explode. It said a nuclear weapon
That was rendered
impotent or something. I don't know.
I don't know how that can be.
I don't understand how it works, but
Yeah.
they took the nuclear out of the bomb. So I guess
It's all very
something
weird.
like that.
We'll see.
Because science will solve all your problems.
Okay, yeah, we're going to bring you back to the march one more time. I know we covered that extensively yesterday, but we want to bring it to you again.
Science
next.
is life. Science.
I was cold all alone. No place for